and very important person, world-renowned person, I should say, and already announced by our announcer. Also is a president, Bamboo Science and Innovation, World Bamboo Ambassador. And the topic is bamboo treatment, construction, design, product, and implementation. So please start. Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, so today I will take you for a small journey about building using bamboo for construction, and my experience is more or less in Europe. So I will talk about our experience in that domain. Okay, let's talk first about myself. Okay, so I'm a civil engineer, PhD in civil engineering of the University of Savoie, that is in the south of France. I'm also working as an associate professor with the University of Chicoutimi and Laval, that is in Quebec, and there I'm monitoring some PhD students. One is about acoustics, so I'm a physicist. One is working on acoustics, then the other one is working on reuse of material, natural material, wood material in construction. Okay, so I'm a research scientist. This I started a long time ago, last century actually, and I started being a scientist in the wood industry, working on material, wood material, and also wood physics, building physics. For that, I worked on a lot of projects, worked on projects that are funded by the local government in my region, but also from the national government, ministries, and so on. And also, I had several projects, European projects, funded by the different program of the Commission. And the last program is now H2020. Okay. But anyhow, I'm talking about a European project because I was involved in two major projects that were working on bamboo. Those are, for my knowledge, the only one worked on bamboo in Europe. First one is called Bamboo for Europe, that finished in 2000. It was a very big project, very interesting. And there I started my networking in the area of bamboo. And another big project was Bamboo Thematic Network, and this finished in 2005. Since I'm working on bamboo, working on mostly private projects with industry. Yes. So let's talk about the wood industry, because the wood industry is inspiring for us. We are never competing against wood. We are just using wood as a material, natural material, just like bamboo, that can give us inspiration. So here is the twist between the past up to today. Let's say we started with our historical building. That is the picture in the back, in the bottom. And we turn into nice cottage using wood in construction. And now today we are talking about multi-story building. And here you have two pictures. One is in Bordeaux, actually. This building in the middle has been built in France, near my office, actually, in Bordeaux. It is an 18-story building, and it's fully and only structure with wood. And we have also the vision of using wood for high-rise and very high-rise buildings like a skyscraper. But actually, we have already two buildings that are done, completed. The first one I told you is an 18-story. 12,000 square meters. The second one is coming soon. It is started being built, and it is it is 17-story building. And this one we know very well because we were testing it. Okay, I could show you some picture of me visiting the first building, but anyhow, for the wood industry, it is a big challenge, and it's an international challenge. It's an international challenge because we are now managing a big group, research scientists working on building with wood, and together with Canadian partners, together with Japanese partners, we created a congress that is called WoodRise. And first time we started that congress, we were surprised to host nearly 2,500 people. So this was a big number for the wood industry. And that is to say that people are looking at it very precisely. And the building industry is looking very precisely what is going on in the wood industry. I would like that also the same would happen to the bamboo industry. Okay, here you can see me on the picture together with the scientists. So we are in front of a mock-up. It's a laboratory, this building. This building is a laboratory of 6-story building, and it's for acoustics. So he's the acoustician of the Building Research Institute in Japan. The other picture here, I am just near the building, and this is their challenge in Japan. It's a challenge of 380-meter tall building. So it's a skyscraper, and they are working very hard to create that fully wood construction. That's it. So that's their challenge, and every year they just work a lot to make it possible. Today they are ready for building 8-story building with fire and seismic proof construction. I'm showing that for inspiration. Another inspiration is this. Yesterday I was talking about the natural pump for CO2, and here is the natural pump for CO2. You have the forest, actually, that is the beginning of the cycle. You have the forest that is pumping CO2. The CO2 is absorbed by the leaves of trees or the needle of trees, and it is transformed through the photosynthesis. Transform into wood, into material that can make lots of things like cellulose, but also other carboxide material. This process will capture CO2, transform it into material, and release oxygen. And releasing oxygen is very good for us because we breathe oxygen. So this is already a very nice thing of the tree, so we should thank them to give us air to breathe. Capturing CO2 now is a big challenge for us, and we don't need to go on Mars to find a new solution to capture CO2. We have it just in front of us. It's plants, nature can help us for that. Okay, so the material that are made, it can go back to the soil, it will decay and go back to nature, and part of this will be transformed into CO2 released in the atmosphere again. So the cycle is 100% back to nature. There is no trash in that process. So imagine now the forest is burning, so the forest or the bamboo area is burning. The CO2 that has been captured in the forest will be simply released, and the balance is zero. I mean, it's completely cycled. Okay, and if ever we use that wood or that bamboo material into a sawn wood or into laminate bamboo, for instance. We can use it in different making material, like for packaging, for furniture, or for building. You can see here in this picture that that material can be transformed into packaging, and if we are talking about packaging, we can store that material, that is to say carbon or CO2, we can store it into that packaging, and this will last for 1 to 10 years. If we store it into furniture, this will last up to 50 years. And if we store that material into building, we will get 50 to 100 years storage. That is to say that what has been captured by forest is sequestrated into our everyday material. So this has been completely destroyed, because this was what our fathers and grandfathers were doing in the past, and this is destroyed because we are coming with new material that are very energy demanding and that are also not really natural. That the cycle here is no more respected. Voilà. So this is the biggest challenge for us: how to transform our industry into a greener industry. Okay. Now I'm talking about. I will talk about our non-profit organization, that is Bamboo Science and Innovation. This non-profit organization has been created in 2007, and it has to promote the use and technical progress on bamboo. So, as I told you, we have different projects, and the bigger are on bamboo value chain structuration. Yes, this is usually bamboo chain structuration for industry in our project. This is what our partners looking for. So we also make some technical assessments, country assessments. For Vietnam, we did that with the United Nations to identify the capacity of Vietnam for being a producer for material for construction in Southeast Asia. Okay, we are also working on bamboo plantation. We're working on a composite material and different projects like harvesting, quality control, even biofuel and wastewater treatment. And this is thanks to our partners, thanks to our scientists. We have different scientists working with us, and this is a short list of personalities that are working with us. So you have people specialized in chemistry, people specialized in social development, in wood technology, in transport industry, in high-rise building, in resin, in process, whatever is needed for building with wood and building with bamboo, actually, precisely. So all those technology, like I was saying yesterday, all those technology are coming from the wood industry, of course. So the scientists, we have them. We're not looking for more, but we would be happy to train new students working on bamboo. And this will be our challenge. We need to create a new generation of scientists. And I think today the scientists, high-level scientists, are no more inspired by the old-fashioned, I would say, industry. Now they are more going for green industry. So maybe we can channel that effort of our young generation to go for natural material preparation. So natural material preparation with bamboo, this is how it looks. Yesterday I was hearing that we are going to burn the bamboo, or we are going to make pellets, or we are going to transform it into panel. I would say that we are going to do everything same time, because it is the way. You have, in one bamboo, you have lots of things to exploit. Actually, the woody part, you have a woody part that is straight, and this one we will preferably use it for construction, and this we can make round bamboo for frame and carpentry and construction. And actually the piece is taken out of one bamboo stick, the more expensive you can sell it. And the more you can get value on top of it, because you are not using any machine, you are just using it like raw. Okay, and also with that, you can also make slices, you can make lats, you can make straps, you can make fibers, you can make ships, you can make sawdust. If you want to make sawdust or straps, you don't need that the bamboo is straight. So you better use the topper part, the upper part of the bamboo where you have branches, where you have things that are difficult for quality control to fulfill. Okay, so I'm saying that if you have a bamboo, part of it will be used for high quality and straight round bamboo. Other part can be used for other application, and the top can be used for sawdust, making panels. In the middle, making lats, stripes, part that you can, it's not necessarily straight, and the bottom part, high quality. This we can call it cascading. So first level and high quality product is the more expensive, let's say. The other one, instead of throwing it, you just use it. And the dust and what is remaining only, you can burn it. It's okay, but don't burn a bamboo straight, beautiful, yeah, because this we can make a lot more value, actually. Even if energy is very interesting prices, you don't burn a 100 years tree only to get the energy out of it. Just use it, and after one cycle or two cycles of life, you can burn it. And you can burn also the sawdust when you transform it, of course. So this we call cascading. And actually it's cascading of the value added. Here you have some picture of material. You have panels, you have OSB, you have cement material, so bamboo glued with cement. This is totally possible. You have plywood, you have laminates, cross-laminated bamboo also. You have light natural sandwich. This is the panel where you can see the bamboo standing. This one is very interesting. It's a SIP panel, structural insulated panel, for instance. You have I-beams. And everything you can do with wood, you can do it actually with bamboo, more or less. But for that, you will need some experts where they know actually what to do, and they have already the knowledge to transform bamboo, because it's more or less the same, but it's not working 100%. So you need experts in the area. And experts, you have experts in the industry. So here are other picture of bamboo products. You have all the panels that we are doing in the wood industry, like plywood, latted panels, OSB, practical board, and MDF. We are also getting some composite material in the industry, and this is very interesting for transport industry, like cars, trains, vehicles, sport vehicles, and also plane, because bamboo is, of course, lighter than aluminium, lighter than steel, of course, and lighter than glass fibers. Let's say 4 times lighter than glass fibers, and when you have something that is 4 times less heavy, this will help you in making more advanced products. And guess what? It's looking really beautiful. So why don't we do it? Huh? Okay, so, when we were looking for patent, when we were looking for new material with bamboo, we have so many products using bamboo, and people are really challenging the industry with new material. And here you can see like insulation material, you can see fibers to make composite material, you can see veneer, you can see densified material for outdoor use. And of course, you're not going to do all those material in the backyard of your house. This needs big investments. This is industry, and industry looks like that. So this is a factory making insulation. It's in France. Here I'm taking a picture. The site is bigger than that, of course. I'm taking only the picture of the area where they are processing the material to transform it into a matlass, that is insulation material. The fiber, to make it fiber, you have to break the wood into fibers. You have to refine them and make it in the right size. And this will take another space, like 500 meters, like that. So it's a process of 500 meters. You can see here the start, it's the picture in the bottom, and the end. The end, you get your panels, go to the market, and the start is fiber that are coming here. They are going to be dried and then mixed with glue and then processed and make matlass. Of course, this investment is a big investment. We're talking about hundreds of $1 million. And this machine will never stop. When you start it, it is something like every day working 24 hours, because to make it profitable, you need to work all the time. It's a big investment and a big demanding investment. In the bamboo industry, something that is looking like that, I would say, is the process of strand woven bamboo. Strand woven bamboo is the densified material I show, and now I'm going to show you only the process, the end process, the key process, where you press the bamboo. So here, I don't know if you're going to see the oh. You cannot see the, or maybe I have a pointer. Yeah? No. Okay. So in the picture in the middle, you can see the bamboo prepared in straps that is inside a mold. And this mold, you have a press on top of it, the yellow thing, that would go down, and press it. You start 70 centimeter and you end up less than 15 centimeter. That is to say that 4 times is compressed. And for that press, you need something like 5,000 tons. It's a very big press, I would say. You have this kind of thing in the industry, car making industry. It's the presses where they make the metallic casing of the car. Yeah, so this one is strong enough to press this material. So the yellow picture, the bigger picture, you can see here the press as at the end, and what is remaining from the first step there is what is in between those 2 arrows. Voila. So that is the way that we make densification of bamboo, and this is very interesting. I'm showing those pictures to give you an idea of what is industry. It can be very demanding for energy, very demanding for knowledge, investment, and if somebody decides to go in that direction, he has to be. We have to be very clear that you need high level of energy, you need high level of investment, and so on and so forth. So now I'm back to my talk, my talk about what we have as a technology ready to be transferred. Because of what I heard here, the first use of bamboo will be the use of bamboo for construction. And the use of bamboo for construction is very important in different fields. You have the design field that we are going to talk a lot about for earthquake, for instance, for mechanical behavior, but you have other specification I will show you. So I will give you, I will tell you a story about what we did in the Philippines. This started in 2012 and ended in 2018. We worked together with a foundation called the Hilti Foundation that had at that time the project of creating housing for resettlement of evicted people, homeless people in Manila and other places in the Philippines. So our story was about low-income housing. And we started, so you had the picture, now it's cut, the picture, oh yeah, it's going to come back, I hope. When we started, it was a project under the help of Hilti Foundation, but also United Nations ESCAP, yeah? It's Economic and Social Commission for Asia Pacific, ESCAP. There was a young project leader, a lady actually, called, her name is Corina Salzer, that came to talk to us and said, can you help me for my project? We have the project of making few hundreds of houses per year in the Philippines to resettle the poor, the evicted people, the homeless people. So we said, yes, of course. This is exactly what we work on. We are people that are inspired by helping others, and non-profit organization. Our non-profit organization is always looking for projects and also for humanitarian project. So our work was to work on scientific advisory, and there is a problem with the print. Huh? Our problem was, our project was on scientific advisory, on testing, on validation of testing and creation of a method of calculation, and creation also of building system and treatment of products. Okay, and this is the main subject in our presentation here. Okay, so the list is bigger than his. You have here three things that are on the screen, but actually there are 7. Yeah, so you are seeing partly my presentation. Okay, so the basic construction requirement, always, this is the engineering work. We have to work on mechanical stability, and inside mechanical stability, you have mechanical stability toward typhoons, toward seismic, and of course, the load is not the same, of course. We need, when you make a construction, to be safe for fire resistance. We need to be safe for the people, like health and environment. If you are creating a construction with a nocive or toxic element inside, you will have problem and disease inside the home, and this is not admitted, of course, but somebody has to talk about it. Yes, and also when you are doing something, you harm the environment. So, of course, this has to be studied and worked on by the engineers. So the work here is the engineering work, yeah? After the architect work, or an interaction between architect and engineer. Everything required for construction is here. Stability, fire, environment, airtightness. Okay, your house has to be airtight, especially if you are using insulation material and also air condition or insulation for energy. Yeah, it has to be noise insulated to protect you from the noise of your neighbors, huh? Because this is a big problem, but I'm not here for that. It has to be thermally insulated and energy efficient. This is the energy efficiency of building, and this is a very, very big topic in Europe. And it also has to be durable, of course. So this is what we did for our building system. Here you can see a picture, only part of the picture. You can see here the wall that is built in a laboratory, and we are actually pushing on that wall to break it, to break it like this. And why are we breaking it? Just to get the information of how strong the wall is and how many pieces of that wall we need to protect the construction from a certain specification or load. Okay, so this is the engineering way. So we test, and with that test we just create a model of calculation. First information is testing, second information how to calculate, and third is how to build up this, how to implement this wall. You can create something that you cannot build. Sometimes it's possible, or impossible. So we created different kind of walls, and we just put them in an area where you have typhoons. So you have two types of wall here. One is using panel, the other one is using material that you can plaster. Okay, and that was in the middle of typhoon, and we had a big typhoon, and after that big typhoon, all the other houses around were flying, and this one was standing. So the people take it very seriously and said, "Oh my God, you're a magician. You're it's incredible. How come it is standing?" He said, "There is no magic. It's only engineering. So we know how we have to build up our construction, so that we know how to calculate them. No magic, normal. Yeah, normal and boring engineering things." Yes, so these are pictures a little bit transformed because of the presentation of the video. Those are the pictures of the houses created. This is in Iloilo, the first. So it's fully bamboo, but looking like, I would say, a modern, I would not say traditional, modern house, because the people didn't want us to create a house that looked like a poor people house. Yeah, so this is what they asked us for. And behind that, you have this a prefabrication system, because if you want to be economically efficient, you have to prepare everything into prefabrication. And this is the area where the people are preparing the walls. And those walls will be erected. So the bottom part is not showing. I will try to show you because it's important. Boom. Don't see here? No. I will. I have no more mouse. Coming. So here you can see, better. Let me. If I redo here. This is a big risk, We're taking risks. Let's go. Yes! So you have the prefabrication, so distortion. I will show you the houses because they are really nice, So here you can see the houses that are built, and in the bottom you can see the carpentry. Carpentry is also 100% bamboo visible. So the people didn't want to see actually the bamboo inside the house. So this is, because bamboo house can be poor house. Yeah, and they're actually poor, but they don't. Well, so this is the prefabrication and also the implementation sites you can see here. So you have a concrete slab, and on top of that you have those walls that are prefabricated. They are erected directly, and see here your panorama picture of houses that are nearly finished, from this side and nearly finished from the other side. In the middle, they are working. So you have the structure, and then on that they put a mesh, and on that mesh they just plaster. They can plaster cement, but they can plaster also other things. So after we started that project, we had big problems with those insects. Yeah. So the bamboo was prepared and treated with more, let's say, not traditional, but what we can call today the usual way of treating is with borax. But borax is a salt, and salt in humidity region don't stand long time in the bamboo. And actually it's very difficult to treat with borax bamboo. Lots of people will tell you it's very easy, but 15 days soaking bamboo, 15 days, this is not reasonable when you're talking about industry. Industry is something has to be done in less than few hours, otherwise it's not working. Yeah, because you have to be money efficient. Okay, so, but it's not really technical, it's useful. In Nepal, we worked together with a team that is using borax, but we have no choice than using that. So we help them in making it in a better way. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about borax. So we're not convinced at all, and especially because of environment. When the people are using borax, few days after they started their treatment, the borax starts smelling, and they don't like that smell, so they just dispose all the borax. It's not very expensive, so they just throw it and replace it with something that doesn't smell bad. And if you dispose it in the backyard of your house, I can tell you this is not good at all for environment. Borax is dangerous material, and if you just don't believe me, just look on the back. You will see what is the rate of toxicity of this material. So bamboo is a lot harmful to insects. Everybody eats bamboo. Panda eat bamboo, and human beings also eat bamboo. Huh? Yesterday we had some bamboo shoots. So, and especially those insects love bamboo. Huh? And they will transform your bamboo in very short time into a mesh. Yeah, nothing, but yeah, they will eat it up. In the Philippines, this insect is called bukbuk. I don't know here what is, but you are sure you will find it. Huh? It's they call the scientific name. You will see it maybe in my presentation, because we did some special laboratory testing on those insects. It's a lictus, bostrich, sorry, bostrich. And the other one here is here. You can see? No, you cannot see. The picture in the first one, the first picture here, is this is white ants, termites. You can see, huh? And termites love bamboo, huh? It's the panda insect. Okay, so they will start eating bamboo, and then they will eat wood. That is good. So what is the treatment? The treatment is to stop the insect of eating the bamboo. Huh? Oh, dommage. Okay. Okay. So the bamboo, I'm not seeing the screen here. Yeah. So bamboo is known to be very vulnerable to insect, of course. This forbid its used for building material. You're not going to build something. Oh, good. You're not going to build something that will not last for 50 years at least. So you have to be sure about what you are using, and the products derived from boar are dangerous and difficult to implement. This is what we stated at our beginning. So I asked my friend, Dr. Eric Ezel, that is a specialist in treatment, and he is also involved in the European Commission for toxicity of material. So we worked together with high-level people for insect toxical material, and we tried to put the smallest quantity and in a more efficient way. So the ideal treatment has to get into the bamboo, yeah, penetrate. It has to be toxic because it has to kill the insect. It has to be repellent, so something has to tell the insect, don't go there, you will die. Yeah, so they will go and change his mind. It has to be non-leachable. That is to say that what you put inside the bamboo has to stay inside the bamboo, don't go out. And this is very important because if you have a leachable material, if it leaches, that means it's leaching in your house. And not difficult, huh? It's going to leach on your soil. If you have children, they will walk on the soil and walk and touch the soil and then touch their face and so on. So that's to say that if you have a leachable material, you have toxic material that will end up in the hands and in the mouths of your children. This is very dangerous, of course, but not only for human, also for other animals, of course. Voilà. Yeah, the product must be safe, of course. I'm talking about safety for people that are living inside the houses, but I'm also talking about the safety of workers that are implementing the treatment. It has to be safe for the environment. This we cannot accept that the people will take our 2 cubic meters or 8 cubic meters or 20 cubic meters of treatment material because of the smell will just dispose it in the backyard or in the field of the neighbor that is growing rice. Yeah, why not? So it has to be safe for the environment, and also very important, because we are scientists, we need to know how much quantity of toxic material are still in the material. So we have to be, it has to be tested, testable. Okay, so for that, our core values are safety for workers and users. First, safety. Second, security for the environment. And third, only third, is efficiency of the treatment. Here are some picture of what we did on testing the toxicity on our insects that are incredibly in love with bamboo, like we are actually. So, but we don't want them to be too much in love. So we just used some chemicals to see how many insects will die in how long time. So this is very destructive test. So here you have a very, very small arrow that will drop a very micro drop on the head of this insect, and then you just count how many seconds he's still alive. So this is the test. Huh? So we did it for different kind of product, and we selected the more efficient. Yes, we tested even borax, and also we tested some green, I would say, or environmentally friendly product with using chili. Huh? Chili is good, huh? It's good. Yeah, it's good, of course, but it's insect. Most of the insects don't like them. Yeah, it's actually it's as efficient than borax. It's the same level of toxicity and killing of insects. Yeah, and our toxical material, the chemical that we are using is when you have 30% for borax, you have 100% in 10 minutes. Borax 2 hours, 30 or 10% killing. The toxical product are from the wood industry are very efficient compared to salt. So for the rest, we created that process, safe for the people. You have 15 steps. I'm not going to give you all the information about that because it's a long process. 15, starting from selecting the bamboo, cutting, and of course not cut. Clear cut is forbidden because this we found out that the people were clear cutting, so the next year they had no bamboo. You know, so then we just stopped working with those people who were clear cutting their bamboo. Yes, so you first you harvest, and you have a sheet of harvesting to organize the harvesting and to identify where it's coming, how much bamboo you extract from one span, and so on. So this is also very important, quality control at the site. And also after that, you have washing, you have soaking, and you have protection for the workers, and protection for the environment. So this is how it looks. So this is the treatment facility under process. And here is the treatment facility, another treatment facility in an island in the middle of the Philippines, an island called Bacolod. Here you can see the team working on that. So you have two treatment tank here that are themselves in like a swimming pool. Something that if ever something happen or the tank start leaking, we will protect the environment because there is a casing around the bamboo, around the treatment bamboo tank. Okay, so it is safe for the environment. And under that concrete slab or swimming pool, you have a tarpaulin also to protect. So if there is a leaking, it will be stopped. Another picture. Oh yeah, in the corner back in the bottom corner, you have the picture where we just take a bamboo, extract one bamboo, cut it in the middle, extract a piece of the middle, and then send it to the laboratory to see how much toxic ingredient you have inside of that. Percentage of toxic ingredients. This is what we're looking for. Another picture here of a treatment facility. This is in the south of the Philippines. It's very nice. It has been built in less than 1 year. You have the treatment tank that you see here in the bottom, and you have the storage, very beautiful storage of bamboo waiting for it being cut. So the bamboo used there is Blumiana, Dendrocalamus, no, it's Bambusa blumiana. Yeah? And in that area, it is more like Dendrocalamus asper. Yeah. Okay, so we have different tools that can be used because of the infestation. Sometimes we have to go. Actually, with our treatment, when we implemented the treatment, after that we had no more infestation. But we had to go on existing construction that have been treated with other than our treatment, where you have sometime infestation. And that infestation, you can see here the guy is self-using that product. It's a sensor that you glue on the bamboo, and you can listen the noise of the insect eating. So if you have one insect, you would see clack, clack, it is biting. And if you have more than 1 or 100, you can hear like a rainfall because you're all eating. Yeah. Yes. So here, this was infested with termites. Yeah. Okay. So and we created also a technology or methods to cure a structure that has been attacked by insect. Also, yeah. Well, this was a plus. Okay. So the treatment technology transfer, and this is for us. We had to work on that for 3 years. Now we are sure about the treatment because we have no problem after the use of that. We started in 2016 until now. There is no problem. So our product for wood is guaranteed for 50 years. So we assume that it's for bamboo is going to be the same. The material is injected easily inside the bamboo, and it will stay for a long time. Okay, there are some nano-dispersive and nano chemicals that will help the product to get into the bamboo, and that's to say this is enhancement of the fluidity. Yeah? This is chemistry. Of course. Okay, so our process is simple to implement. There is no machine, no big machine, only pumps. There is no disposal of chemicals, so the people are not throwing anymore the product. The product is smelling like soap. So the people they know if their hand touched the product, they know that they have toxic product on their hand. Actually, they are using gloves, but you never know. Huh? Okay, as I said, there is no disposal. The control of soaking is easy because we just organize the thing with the concentration of the material so that the soaking is 16 hours. Why 16 hours? Because it needs 4 hours after you soak it. It has to drip the water out, treatment out, and another 4 hours to replace the bamboo that has been treated by the new one. So altogether, it's a 24 hours process. So the guy come in the morning, let it drip, come back, extract it, and put the new one, and then go for 16 hours of soaking. That's it. So, yeah, we can do it in a more speed process, but this has to be calculated. No problem. Okay, our treatment is efficient and reliable because we have no infestation. This is good. This is a good thing. And usually, when we want to implement a facility, first we go for the site identification. If everything is okay, if there is no flood. Imagine you have a flood and you have a tank with 20 cubic meter of toxic material. Then the flood will go in the water. Imagine. So all of this we have to study environment of the treatment facility to be sure. And this is the process all the time. When you have an installation that is with material, toxic material, you need people that are going to study the environment. And this is what my colleague Eric will do because it's his knowledge. Then after our first visit, we just give the drawings of what is necessary, what is needed, how to construct that casing with concrete, how to protect the environment, and then the construction underway. And then we come back and we launch the treatment facility. We train the people. To show them how to work with the toxic material, especially when you have to change the treatment product inside the tank, and all of these. So we launch and we make an efficiency testing. So we weigh the bamboo before it's treated, we weigh it after, and then we see how much bamboo product is inside, things like that, simple thing. And then we extract some product and send it to the laboratory to see if it's getting inside the bamboo. All bamboo is not the same. Everything has to be tuned. Everything has to be fine-tuned. And then every year we come back, extract some material, or send it to the laboratory and see if the people are doing the right things in the laboratory. So that's it for my presentation.
Thank you. So, thanks, Dr. Jean-Luc, I think, for your very elaborately presentation. I think we have, sir, such scholars are here, and young entrepreneurs also, they are very interested in this bamboo, and you have very elaborately explained about bamboo product, then treatment, then what are things, and you also highlighted about the Philippines experience. I think that was very, very interesting for me. So anyone who are interested to questions, please, because this is a very good platform for all of us, so one can easily understand what other globe also happening here and there. Please.
Hi. There's a particular method for curing called smoking and heating, if I'm correct. So how would you compare the treatment of boric acid to that, like in terms of environment?
Treatment of bamboo can be like wood. Like wood, you have I don't know how much different methods for treating wood. You have heat treatment. This is very interesting, heat treatment. This we implement in Vietnam. In Vietnam, we made some bamboo heated, and this was very good for fungi. It's working a lot for fungi. So if you are sensitive to fungi, then use the heated bamboo. It's very good. But for insects, yeah, we have infestation. So if ever you heat the bamboo to make it brown, actually, yeah, start being brown, this is very nice. It stands better outside. This we can talk half an hour if you want about that, because something is transformed inside the bamboo so that it's more brittle, of course, but it will not react the same for humidity. It will not crack, for instance. Very interesting for outdoor use. But for insect, you need a little bit of treatment. Yeah. And even you have a method using oil. Just boil it like fries. Yeah, you just boil the bamboo with oil, and this is very good, because oil, insects don't like at all oil. Oil will kill them immediately. It's like because they breathe from the skin. If you put oil, they just suffocate and die immediately. So oil is a very interesting product, and you have lots of treatment that are oily based. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more? Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you,
Liu.
Professor.
My interest is that when you build such numerous houses in Philippines, what's the cost?
Oh.
Because we need such houses a lot nowadays in our country. That's why I'm interested in cost.
Yeah, this is this kind
Very
of
important question.
Exactly. This question, yeah, of course, it's very important, and it depends a lot where you're coming, where your bamboo is coming from. Let's say one bamboo is 1 unit. That is straight, that is acceptable for quality control. Let's say it's $1. Usually it's that price. In Vietnam is something like 85 cents. I'm talking of dollar, because now it's very easy for me. A dollar is the same like euro. 85 cents, and when you treat it, you have to add a few cents more. So let's say you triple the price. Yeah, and then you have 300 bamboo or 200 bamboo for one house. Okay, what is the cost? This is nothing. Yeah? What is the cost is the implementation. You have a team, you have to train them, they have to build, they have to stay 1 week on building your house. So it's a long process. So the labor is very important. So the price in the Philippines is around $5,000 US, the building you saw. That is not big and very small if you compare it to the European cost. It's $100. Something like that. So, per square meter, I mean. So, in India, you have to do a little bit. In Manipur, it will not be the same like in another area in India. Yeah? Because the cost of the labor and the cost of the product to come and so on, everything depends on that. And housing, usually housing material is not coming more than 100 kilometers, because then it's no more efficient. That is why you have cement production everywhere on Earth. Every 100, you have a cement production. Yeah, to make it efficient.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, sir.
I just wanted to know something. Thank you very much for your elaborate descriptions, and it's a good knowledge for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What I just wanted to know is one suggestion that you have made regarding the always amount that we require for building a house. So what I suggest in Manipur, we have in India, we have this low-cost housing scheme.
Yes.
And I don't know how much amount money reaches the poor people. Maybe 20,000, 30,000, or maybe 50,000. I think if we change the material to bamboo, I think we can reduce the cost also. That suggestion we can do from this seminar. Another thing, Dr. Lu, in Manipur, especially in the Meitei community, we have started forms of preserving this bamboo. Say maybe eating, maybe soaking water. Some measures are there. It was practice. Now there is one practice where we usually cut the bamboo
Well, there are lots of knowledge about, let's say, ancestral use of bamboo, huh? Like you cut in the going down, how do you call it?
Silent, please. Someone is speaking somewhere.
Yes. Maybe somebody connected to, no? Yes. When you cut the bamboo in a period of the year, there is less, let's say, ingredient sugar in content. Huh? This is sure. This work, but in our case, we cannot rely on this. We have to do it's industry. Yeah, industry cannot. You can take care of this information, but in our case, it was not possible. So we have to harvest all the year long, except during the shooting. Yeah, so it's a 3 months. So for that, if 3 months you're not cutting, is okay, because this you can plan in the year. But the rest of the year, you plant whatever the moon is in high, low, or whatever. And it's a matter of moon, actually. Yeah, what our ancient people were telling us: when the moon is too high, don't cut, things like that. But this we cannot follow because we're working on industry. We're working on very quick work, and actually it's not that important. This is what we saw. It's not that important. And then treating with water only. Look, it is efficient, huh? Because you just remove this sugar content, huh? And it's very clever, this one. Huh? So this we keep. Actually, we are using it also. So you have to remove the sugar content before you apply your product. Yeah. So some people are also using it. If you soak it in a river, it is good, but be careful because you have insects inside the river that will eat your bamboo. So you have to be careful about infestation of non-expected insects. Yeah. So all of that, we just study and identify what is necessary. Look what we did in Nepal. The treatment facility they have, they are treating 15 days. This is incredible long process. 15 days, imagine. This is not really efficient for time, but we could not change quickly due to COVID their process to make it more efficient and turn into yeah.
You have a question? Yes, sure. So one more question, please.
Yeah, talk in the microphone. So.
Good morning, sir. Sir, you have shown us somewhere that even after the houses were built, there were infestation caused by this one termites.
Yeah.
So even after the bamboo is treated, there are still chances that it will be still infested. So is there any other alternative after the house is built?
Yeah. So I usually don't show that picture. It was only because we have some tools to analyze the how to say possible infestation. So it's a special tool that amplify the noise of insect inside the. It's only for that I'm showing this. We had no infestation after our treatment. Our treatment started in 2016, but the project started in 2012. Okay, so part of the houses, I think it's something like 100 houses, are treated with borax. Another 100 is treated with another product, and the rest is treated with our process. With our process, no more infestation. Okay, and if ever there is an infestation, we have a rescue procedure. Okay, but we didn't have to use it until now. But we develop it for the first houses that were treated with other products.
Okay, but there is a rescue option.
Yeah, there is a rescue option. Yeah, of course. But it takes time, and it's also dangerous because you're now using, you treat point by point and so on. So you have people that come to your house, yeah, and wherever you're near to your product, your toxic product is not good.
exposure rate.
Yeah, exposure is bigger. Yeah, rescue, imagine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir, you have a lot of questions coming up. And
Yeah, thank you.
this could be the last question.
Oh.
Please.
Hi, once again. Actually, there's been lots of attempts on trying to grow like different plants, like in space. So, is there any data on bamboo, like right now, like trying to grow it on space or something?
You mean vehicle for space? This is what you say?
As in outside Earth. I mean, in the space station, they have tried to grow like different plants. There's been lots of studies on that.
Oh, you mean grow bamboo in the space?
Yeah.
Oh, this I don't know. This I don't know.
Something new.
Yeah, but this is a good idea. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grow there, and first, and second, maybe there is an example of a satellite that is plywood satellite, a wooden plywood satellite, and this is the first natural material. But it's not the only material that is sent in the space. Another material, natural material, of course, human being, but before they are using cork. Cork is a very interesting material for space because it can be heated, very high level heat, and stays together, 2000 degrees, cork don't destroy, it's still standing. So it's very interesting, and this has been used since the 70s in the space. So natural material can go in the space, like cork. And let's work on that.
So one more suggestion.
Yeah. Not the question, because one idea that, you see in Myanmar, we've got one project. It's a byproduct during petroleum production, and that project is black and sticky, but smell is not so bad, and we apply every year or every 2 years to our houses, and it prevents all the insects and termites. That's the local knowledge. At the same time, as a musician, when we do the bamboo xylophone, we put wabo, gigantus, Calamus gigantus, into the mud for 3-4 months, and after that we take it out and
Use it.
prepare to make the xylophones. And I'm using the xylophone which is older than my age. Yeah, and it's still intact, and no termites, no insects. And so there will be valuable local knowledges in Manipur, in Myanmar, and in other countries as well. Why not we start to collect that sort of local knowledges and compile and test and prove it, so that we can use either locally or globally. Just one suggestion. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that suggestion. Thank you, Professor, for that suggestion. I must say, because we are not arrogant at all, that partly our treatment facility, 15 steps, I would say that the third of those 15 tests are coming from knowledge, like your testimony. And not only chemical is efficient, of course, chemical help a lot, but actually the knowledge of human being is much more efficient in that sense.
Yeah, I think this is a very good platform where we can share and exchange and sharing knowledge, not only from the expert, but even from the audience also. We have learned many new things. So thank you very much, Dr. Junla, for your elaborate and very, very nice presentations.
Welcome.
We have many speakers right now. We have one right now. We have speaker Dr. Thoksom Thoiba Singh. He will be the next speaker. After that, Banil, she will be announcing. Okay. Yes.
I leave my computer here.
That was a beautiful in-depth presentations and in brief descriptions about bamboo treatment, construction, design, production, inflammation. Everything in the bamboo is very beneficial. I hope it was a quite informative and a good cooperation to all of us. We are very happy and pleased to meet you, sir. Do visit Manipur once again. Thank you so much, sir. Before we proceed to the next, may I request Thokchom Thoiba, cultural activist, Manipur, India, and Bolin Irangbam, principal architect, BIH Architecture, LLP, Manipur, to kindly come forward and receive our small felicitations with a grassland presentation by Maso Jimit, State Engagement Officer, Arunachal, Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram, National Skill Development Corporation, NSGC. Proceeding the next, we have another presenters, Thokchom Thoiba, cultural activist, Manipur, India, on the topic, Meitei traditional ways of bamboo harvesting, treatment, and uses. Sir, please.
A very good warm morning, good morning, and all the dignitaries coming from outside, all the scholars and all the bamboo lovers, a warm welcome to all these 2-day seminars. Bamboo is well known, everybody. Nowadays, previously it is called, we used to call poor man's material, but now it is coming wise man material or green gold. My topic on this bamboo today's seminar is more this thing of my tradition of treating, preserving, and uses. I'm not expert more on this thing. I'm a culture activist, as everybody have already heard about this announcement. So I will more come to the point on how our civilization, our national, Meitei nation, for the last many 2,000 years, we have loved and care nature, and we have attachment with this particular plant called bamboo. I will start from the concept of Eastern point of concept, more on this because we are more belong to the Southeast Asia. So I will give more emphasis to these regions, how we love the nature. Without love and care, no things, no plants, no animals can survive that much long. So all the plants have each own souls like a human being. So care and love is first of necessity thing, which I have to share. We have our concept of, Meitei have concept of this creation theory, or we have our own concept of creation of this universe. So for the benefit, for the helpfulness of human being in our concept of this concept of creating this universe, the Tabang Pam Mapu, the Lord of this universe, created this bamboo to help the sorrowness and the well-being of human mankind. That is why the bamboo, in the English word, the bamboo, it is our local mother tongue, and as most of our neighboring country, Burma, we used to call it wa. Why wa is called, according to our concept and belief, to remove, to survive all the harder things, this wa have been created by the God. So more than this is the concept of how this word more come. I will talk both mother tongue and English. Thank you very much. Yes, I've already mentioned about this Eastern conception. So the what wa this happened created, as I have previously mentioned. Wa, there is a suffix word for not only wa, it is kongyang wa. We have to call in our mother tongue, we used to call it kongyang wa, the bamboo. So it is more literary to know more about it. There are a lot of books written in our ancient archival texts, which is called, known nowadays as puya. I will briefly interpret the word of the puya. What is puya? Our forefathers have written down, after observing and analyzing thoroughly for every plant as well, many things. This is called the systematic documentation of a particular subject is called puya. So, for example, for the astronomy, like sun, moon, cloud, etc., we have different books, different recorded books, which is known as puya. There are astrologer books, which is study with the sun, moon, and all of this is called different names. When it is written about the sun, you will call Numit Khenchonglon. When you are written on that particular moon, we call it Numit Khenchonglon, Tha Khenchonglon, Thawa Mechak star, Thawa Mechak Khenchonglon, Leisin Lon. Then even flowers, we have recorded this system that is called Leiron. Leiron have two types. One is oral traditional singers, we used to call ballad singers like it. That is called Leiron, they will sing it only. When Leiron Lambuba is concerned, it deals with particular about the nature, type of soils which it feeds, which grows, how many leaves it will be there. And this particular system not different in accepting this, including this wa. How the Meitei treated the wa, how the Meitei utilized the wa. The particular book is called Warol. So we believe on the lunar year. So the concept of Gregorian calendar, sun calculation of the year, this Gregorian calendar and lunar calendar, there is a little bit difference. So every Meitei month, Thaban, that is called Thaban, is equivalent to Gregorian English calendar to 2 seasons. So lapse of season is there. So Meitei 1 month is equivalent to 1 English Gregorian calendar. So coming to my point, Meitei traditional way of bamboo harvesting, treatment and the uses. So first I will come to the harvesting type of harvesting, how we have harvesting the bamboo. Our traditional, as I have mentioned about we follow the Eastern concept of lunar calendar months. So there is in every year we have particular months we have to cut or harvesting the bamboo. That is, I will just mention about is our language equivalent to English language. This Mera, this month of Mera, starting from September, October, after Mera, during the Mera, from September to January, we used to cut the particular bamboo, mature bamboo. Only the mature bamboo we have to cut. How you have to know how the bamboo is mature? We used to believe wato na wangagadi kwak na phamdi in. That time when the bamboo pole is banded, that time is mature, and what the color will be there, red color will be there, the bamboo red color, there is a mature one. That one, in our language, what we call string machu tap lakpa, that we used to call like that. Also, our forefathers have very closeness with the nature, observation with the nature. So they know how to cut the bamboo. And this particular, from starting from Mera, this September to January, we used to cut the bamboo, only the mature bamboo. To full grow, to get the full grown mature bamboo, we have particular months which we have to cut down the extra shoot so that the bamboo can grow to its full bloom. It's connected with our ritual festivals also. During the month of June, there is a Hindu concept of Kangchingba. So particular feast is served on this during the days. That is why Usoi Uti, it is compulsory with the khechri, a type of rice which is cooked together by the Lord Jagannatha's sister to serve to his brother, two brothers. So in emergency, if for everything they think, that is called khechri. We also do fried rice, what is called fried rice. Along with this fried rice, to get the full groom of a bamboo pole, we used to cut down so that they can groom in full. So it is our traditional way to get the only healthy, mature bamboo. This is rituality, touch with the rituality festival, what our forefathers and ancestors have practiced during these months. So we are very much close to the nature. We are nature lovers and the nature understanding this thing, research. So this is the harvesting type of what our forefathers practiced previously. Now, as the requirements have coming, demand have increased, we are not able to preserve or inherit this tradition strictly because demand is too much high. That is why modern scientific approach of cutting or treatment have been started. But our forefathers strictly love the nature. That is why there is one particular festival relating to protection and the preservation of the bamboo, which is, as I have already mentioned previously, our year started counted with lunar calendar system. So in the month of Sajibu, this is our new year. Most of the Southeast Asian countries have used this lunar calendar new year. Our neighboring Burma have Tian festival, and we also celebrate on the occasion of this new year in Sajibu. There is a particular following belief in our ancestors that protection to the bamboo grove, it is one saying, one proverb, Sajibu gi nonga panbada leitum amato oirasu wapan da hapkadabani, that strictly follows to protect the bamboo. That is why on this New Year's, our forefathers used to care, even in the 1 year, to protect the bamboo grove. This is our ancestral system. relating with culture to protect the bamboo plant. We love the bamboo so much so that our culture and spirituality, it is connected with it. I will come along with in the part of the uses. So this is the harvesting and caring for the bamboo plant. Next, I will come to treatment of the bamboo, how our forefathers, our ancestors have treated the bamboo. Yes, my previous talker from France have mentioned about the demand has increased, so the usage of scientific methods is more needed. But our forefathers planned everything beforehand according to the yearly calendar. So our treatment must depend on the season of the lunar calendar year. And that time also, I have to say, now everything is developed through sciences. It is the era of marriage between the science and the spiritual nature. This is the byproduct, we have getting it nowadays. So our treatment for the treatment of our forefathers uses every natural resources. So water treatment is one of the best because our lands, our motherland, there is particular Manipur, which is known as also CANCHIPUR. Drainage system, river system, lake system, there is plenty of that thing. So every nation have its own system of treatment or caring for every plant or animals or making of houses according to the raw material available in that particular area. So the treatment of bamboo is particularly used through natural ways by our forefathers. Still some in villages area where there are plenty of streams, plenty of drainage system, and the lakes are prevalent nearby. They still prevail the treatment, water treatment, still is prevalent. And all the scientific medicines or byproducts are coming from the nature. We only modify or added the ingredients for the quick benefit. Some wheat or some plants are used for the treatment of the bamboo. Not only water is the main ingredient. Second thing, some wheat, which we call kabokang, like many types of grass and wheat are there. So after cutting on those particular mentioned months, mature bamboos for different purpose, house construction, there are uses. I will come at that point only. I will give more emphasis on treatment system. So the mature poles, bamboo poles, we cut down, and for the length, certain length for different purposes, we cut it different sizes, and we treat it in the water treatment system. Above the bamboo pole, for not moving that disturbance, we used to tie it with ropes, or this is also from bamboo ropes, making from the paya, we have to call it. We tie it with the paya, lengthy paya, joining each node, every node. And above that thing, we put the grasses, different grasses, for at least 4 months for the treatment. So that time, plenty of drainage system, plenty of lakes. That is why we give more emphasis to the water treatment. Second thing is that natural treatment, man is friend with other domesticated animals. So cow is one of our best friends. So Hindu way of concept is also recently during the corona season's timing, treatment with the cow urine, cow dung, many scandal have also come out on this particular thing. Our forefathers know the importance of cows. So another treatment is the cow dung and the cow urine is the best form of treating the bamboo by our ancestors. The cow urine used to longevity for insects bite or everything. We use cow dung and the cow urine both in different purposes. So there is another treatment for bamboo for different purposes, different uses. Then another primitive, we have to call it a primitive, which use and still prevail in many hill areas as well as villages, is the smoke treatment. It is one of the best treatments where what our forefathers have to use it, smoke treatment. We cut particular sizes, especially for making basketry, weaponry items. We treat it with a smoke one. So smoke treatment, it becomes so thick that it have changed its color also. Then it is very longevity, and a very treatment of this smoke treatment is also very effective one. So every household used to, mainly for basketry purposes, we have to cut different sizes, and we call it paya. One bamboo pole divided it, we call it wachet. So coming up to the paya stage, there is different process like half, quarter, many different. They did have different names and the different thing. I will not come to that much point because it is not my expertise field, but I will culturally how we have treated, I will come to that point also. So smoke treatment is so one of the best thing. Every houses have a love. Love means making some racks which is made with along with bamboo and this can. We used to hang it our kitchen side or any smoke area side that is called love. We used to treat it with the smoke on this particular love. So those are the few methods which is used by our forefathers, and is still very effective. And due to the modernity of the thing, we are neglecting, and we are have to say, not in touch or connectivity with the past and the present. So the more important about not only the bamboo, for everything surrounding us, our nature, we have to inherit from our forefathers to the present for the preservation, for the protection of the future generation. So there is a little, seems to be gap between the new generation and old generation. And this gap which will have made through like these seminars, how our forefathers have to use different methods after observing and the continuing process for the last 2000 historical, as everybody knows that we used to say we have a long history of 2000 years. But only we have to say for here's sake, but how our forefathers have bring to this present day, these 2000 years of history. History, for making a big, long history of that thing, everything is, have to be observed and have to practice. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯩ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯏꯇꯤꯍꯥꯁꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯦꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯅ ꯈꯪꯅ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯈꯪꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯍꯤ 2000ꯒꯤ ꯏꯇꯤꯍꯥꯁꯇ ꯍꯥꯏ 2000ꯒꯤ ꯏꯇꯤꯍꯥꯁꯇꯨꯗ ꯁꯥꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄꯗ ꯆꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯆꯥꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯗꯦ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯂꯣꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯒ ꯌꯨꯝꯁꯥꯔꯣꯟ ꯐꯤꯖꯦꯠꯂꯣꯟ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯇꯣ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯏꯗꯨꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯅ I think that our education present education system is lacking behind of the experience which have got by our forefathers, and our education system should have at least give more emphasis on this also. Our traditional methods, they should have included in the syllabus how our ancestors have bring down that thing. And anigi shamnabam si ekoi da ketang wale aduna ekoi education system sina ekoi hana leiramiba mai horin sing se masiga ekoi gi anova president siga samnan bagi syllabus sing se anova education system da haplagadi hena mamut tagane nai khanje.
Excuse me. Yeah, kitang batam sek na.
Oh, I listen jarage. I laka the EGS is the expert mayam na koi thingrabangata ni edu ekoi gi samlappa ekoi gi da leijaramba koi pokpadagi na sibo pawada from the bud to the until the dead. Bamboo is non-separable with our society or races. So uses in the bud in the dead. Bamboo is very much necessary thing which is Meitei tradition have followed from the bud to the dead prayer, cremation ground. From the bud, we used to say a term that is Khoiri Naupam Taba. Before coming to the scientific terms and the knife and the scissors, we used to cut with the particular bamboo that is called Utangwa bamboo. Scientific name, many have already known about the availability of, there are more than 45 types of different bamboo available for different purposes. So Utangwa, this use we add the cutting of the navel cord. Khoidi kakpa haiba potu da akoina Utangwa blade oina sinarami masi septic oide very hygienic one we used to that thing. And a particular very interesting our new generation forgot the rituality which is connected with the bamboo when the bud celebration. Tarukni Panthava, the after the 6 days of the bud, we used to celebrate a rituality that is called Tarukni Panthava. In modernity is called also Swasti Puja. On that morning session, we used to put on a particular basketry which is known as Yangkok. So the newborn baby will be put on that Yangkok. Then the midwife might be will ask the mother, what do you want? Do you want this Yangkok or do you want your baby? The mother will reply, I like my child. Why we are putting this particular newborn baby on a particular this Yangkok? It is believed that to grow like a bamboo pole, mature bamboo pole, the maturity of the longevity of the child should be like a bamboo pole. That is why our newborn child is put on that Yangkok. That is our belief, and still it is practiced in some villages, but due to changes of the modernity, this all are forgotten nowadays. So this is a morning session. Then on that morning session, we offer to the sun god with a paya that is called, paya, it is a part of the this thing, tiding that thing. Then we used to put paddy on a particular that thing, thumok we call that thumok, and fully, and one particular salt, we used to know the art of the salt also. We put salt and with fish, that particular dry fish is there, that is we used to put offer to the god on the morning session, that is called Ngari Parenga Chumba. Like the Ngari Parenga Chumba, my newborn baby born should be groomed in his pool. Then in the night session, evening session, the Martin and uncle will shoot with it is making bow and the arrow. There will be 5 arrows representing the fire, the earth, the water. Then human is made, or believe that human body is made consists of Mai Ising Nungsit Lepak Atia. The 5 elements we made. So the 5 arrows will be there, and in the direction of the 4 corner of the house, the Martin uncle will shoot the 4 arrows in different directions to protect from the evils for the newborn baby. The last arrow will not be shoot out. It will just upwards to the sky, and it will only downward to the sky. It will give for the future uses. And in the top of the arrow, there will be a folded leaf of mango tree. So we are very much nature connected with the bamboo and the plant. That particular bow and the arrow, we used to believe that when the child is suffer from high fever, that bow, if we touch from the neck to the waist, the high fever will vanish. We believe used to like that. So connectivity with the bamboo is so much lengthy. I cannot explain in this particular thing, but this is barred portion. That portion also we have uses of bamboo very definitely. When one person is there, die, he used to, for resting his soul journey to the heavenly, he have to rest on a particular hut made in the courtyard that is called Kangpokshang. Maitei Yumzao and Kangpokshang both are made from bamboo. But this particular Kangpokshang is resting place for on the death journey, which is made with bamboo and a thatch, specially made bamboo and thatch. When the coffin is made, inside the coffin where the dead body have to lie, there is, at least now in modern days, it is made by coffin is made for decoration purpose, for many purposes in many different materials. But in our Meitei tradition, if the coffin is made with wood, at least inside the one, which is the dead body have to lie, there is at least 3 pieces of bamboo, which is representing fire, earth, and water. It is compulsory to make with the bamboo. Without that thing, the soul cannot go to heaven. It is our belief. And then another one, after putting the dead body with the ritual purposes, there is, for his journey, there is one particular bamboo, we call it Yimpak Sabada Yauriba Warukak. We used to call Warukak, particular node covering cover is there. We used to make many uses from that thing in the harvesting. For this particular death journey, we used to make a pole, bamboo pole umbrella with this yimpak and put it on the head side to protect it from sun or rain when the soul goes to the heaven. This is our belief. It is compulsory to have that thing. After covering with the white cloth of the dead body, there will be 3 paya have to bind that dead body along with the coffin to cremate it on the crematorium ground. It have to be put tightly.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. So I cannot elaborate. There's plenty of things, so time is very crunch for me, but Meitei ways of tradition is very difficult to express and some limited, because in war we used to have bamboo, this arambai, this spear type. The note should be kept to, especially for spear warfare purposes, the note should be not cut down upwards. For the treatment of bamboo also, this we have to cut the bamboo, not the upwards, downwards, so the note should be protected to prevent from insects and or the entering of the insects, eating for the sugar purpose. That thing also we used to treat that thing also. We used to keep. Then this warfare, especially bamboo notes are not cut down for the spear. And then for uses of many different, in warfare we use bamboo. In agriculture tools we used to plow with the 2 block carts. That potpu is there. Then I cannot explain this lengthy, so I will. Rituality we have that thing, warfare that thing, music we have bamboo. For eating of purposes, we have many things from making from different parts. And the history of nation connecting with the bamboo, I cannot explain that much. For further, we need, and I will suggest some books which are written particularly by our forefathers, and modernity we have interpreted the thing. So for the crunch of time, uses of bamboo is many ways, starting from that to that thing. And rituality, we have pay in Umang Lai Harauba, bamboo is inseparable. Pay, we used to call chong, is there. For harvesting of paddy field is there. For measuring of rice is different. For measuring of paddy is different. And for that purpose, particular cow dung is used to treatment for that particular baskets. For sangbai, we have to, outer layer we have to cover with the cow dung. For the young cook, especially at that one also, we have to cover the outer portion with cow dung pitch. So in the dead ritual also, we used to use that humai. That is why we use by this young cook only. And there is a mithin chair also. There is 2 poles, especially 4 poles is there. This is called uchiwa, covering with the thing. Thank you very much for the current of time. I have to wind up my traditional ways of my taste, preserving, protection, and uses. For uses, it is very short to cover all the thing. Thank you very much all.
Thank you, Thoksom Thoiwa, for your elaborate explanations and presentations. Of course, there are many things to be covered up, but you know, due to time constraints, we have 3 resource persons. 3 resource person has to present, and the time is only half an hour in our hand. Again, 12:30, another session is there. So question hour session, I think, will be at the end. That will be very interesting. So now I would like to call upon Bonil Irengbam. Please give your time so that it will be very interesting for all of us.
Get someone. See, get over here.
The topic is bamboo niching and mega structure. And he's a principal architect, BIS architect, LLP, Manipur, right? Yes, please start. Any technical person from hotel, kindly come up and help us. Please, anyone from hotel side, any technical person? Please come, please come. Please hurry up and please come and help us. I think it's your left.
That's your left.
You want me to remove it, or if you can use it, use it. Not look.
This is the problem of big hotel.
It's my computer. He will use it. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah.
Mayam say how would the kara Maite Puntare, Manipur Hydragati, Muimaron, Habiada, Kasitam Ishada Hango Pupuaido. What I'm telling you, they know starting was a little bit. So I've given you maximum time. We have no speaker. Now a lot of speakers are coming up, you know.
Windows ka kano ganun biro. Iga Windows ka iga. My computer. My this came here WD. I'm not the one. It's a topic. It's a password. MAIL. Machanga.
I think it's not accepting. Yeah.
We need another computer. What is that? Why do you want to?
In the meantime, sir, Dr. Khurajam Vijay Kumar, are you ready? Yeah, yes. Bonil?
This one you can inside of it.
Bonil said next Thursday. We can defer because. And so that we can save time, no? Bonil makada Thursday. Next kanuda. Thang daraga. Ojagi di lepa kanu PPT yaw bida bra. Ojagi Vijay Kumar ki PPT yaw to bida.
Yaw de.
Okay, fine. So now let's have very interesting one, bamboo and food in security in Mizo Society of Northeast India. Dr. Khurajam Vijay Kumar Singh is a special center for the study of Northeast India, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Please start. Your time start now.
Yeah. Respected chair and co-chair and their, participant. So, actually I begin, most of the previous, sessions, is thank you to all the speakers for, highlighting all those mega structure and technology for next generation. But I'm not from, the background of science or natural science. My domain of subject is sociology, but I train in anthropology. And my topic, begin with one of the research which I conducted in 2002. It was under the, under the guidance of the Planning Commission, before the Planning Commission was scrapped. So actually my research begin with the, issue of, social and economic security in Northeast India. As a part of that, I work on Marup system, Singnop system. Then when I, search for Mizo, I found one interesting, food security, traditional food security institute, commonly known as Antangham. The local meaning of Antangham is a handful of rice. It's a food security. Now, it's widely prevalent in rural India. When I asked about the origin of this food security in Mizo society, I found a very interesting, environmental problems that Mizo people face periodically. That is the bamboo flowering. So my, my intention and my, aim of just interacting something in this seminar is that I just want to give some input from social and cultural aspect. Those things are so important that new technology, knowledge, innovation for mega buildings, in safety, those things are important. But there are some beliefs, there are some culture which really resist to mass plantation of the bamboo. It's a dilemma, it's an irony among the Northeast people. Because, as you know, the previous speaker also elaborated about how this species, bamboo, is linked with one's needs, that is, material needs, food and other materials. At the same time, it also linked to one's identity, one's culture, one's beliefs. These two things, considering one as a sacred, at the same time as a profane for consumption, I feel it is a contradiction. There is a contradiction between one's attribution of one species, bamboo, as a sacred object. At the same time, it is also part of our culture. So dilemma is between sacred and the consumption. So let me clarify about this contradiction. It is not contradiction in the native people, but theoretically, I found is a contradiction. So, and let me contextualize this problem from Mizo society. As you know, Mizoram is a very small state in the third northeastern corner of India. And most of the geography of Mizoram is covered with bamboo groves, naturally grown, forest, wine. So the bamboo forest is one of the unique, geographical feature of Mizo. And this bamboo is so closely linked with Mizo society. Started from is the previous speaker say about the bamboo is, related socially, culturally, economically with the life of Meiteis. Like that, Mizo society also have so many folklore, emotions, and memories about the bamboo. But one contradiction, one irony in Mizo society is that it is one of the most important materials, say the poor man's wood. But no one knows that it is a grass. Even I don't know bamboo is a grass. So I have been there in southern part of the Manipur. So my garden is surrounded with bamboo groves, small groves. But I never think bamboo is a grass. So I just want to problematize little bit on the fact and the information presented by our scientists, our social scientists, and cultural activists. As a sociologist and anthropology, I just want to know some of the core issue in the problem for mass plantations. Yeah, this is good initiative from government side, from scientist side, from very organization, good organization for future architects, buildings, and safety. But there are some belief which really resist to this mass plantation, because Mizo society have one emotion and a fear of devastation and calamity brought by periodic bamboo flowering. So there is a reluctance among the Mizo. Why should we encourage bamboo when it led to famine and die for many Mizos in the past? Like that, my father is also farmer. When I talk about the bamboo, he said that, as a cultivator, bamboo is not good because nothing is grown under the shade of the bamboo groves. So because of this new plantation, new case crop in my locality, lots of bamboo groves had been cut down because they think that it really affects the fertility, rain quality of the fertility in the land. So it affects the plantation. So these are some of the challenges that we have to face when we plan for mass plantation. Yeah, of course, mass plantation is very important, as per the presentation made by the previous one. But my concern is how to resolve this dilemma. One is that it is important part of our life. At the same time, it also is a factor for devastations, famines. So as I said, the bamboo, I knew later on that bamboo is a grass. It, flower, once in 30 years, sometime according to the variety, and once in 50 years, and once sometime even in 120 years. So after that, the bamboo will die. Then the new fruits will fall on the ground. Then there will be new generation of the bamboo from that seed. So it takes from 3 to 5 years to recreate or restore the new bamboo ecology in the land. For Mizo, it is both prosperous as well as it is both evils. It could be considered as a plan of prosperity. At the same time, considering the flowering and its aftermath, consequence of famine and the death, it is equally dangerous. So this dilemma is always among the Mizo community. So how to resolve this dilemma? How to give them confidence that bamboo is not dangerous, flower is not dangerous. So as an anthropology, I developed some theory related to the food. Look at Meitei society when earthquake occurs, then all the folk bow down on the ground and shouted, "Sakngat, sakngat." Sakngat, sakngat. So it shows that everything could be destroyed, but not my footsteps. So if the community has a fear of that, which is primary fear of the community. For primitive community, what we should know is that that is not the primary fear, but scarcity of food is the primary fear of every primitive community. So, considering this fear and the emotions, the communities certainly start administering toward environment and ecology. For Mizo, it is very difficult to control this famine because the bamboo crop is so vast. No one can enter inside the bamboo crops also. There is no connectivity also. But for Arunachal, Manipur, Nagaland, the bamboo do not have that much difficulty in terms of famine and other things. Of course, we are not against the bamboo species. We realizing the need of bamboo, that much what many experts explained. We try to negotiate. Why? We try to understand. We try to solve by using the rituals. That is why the previous speaker also explained about how bamboo is connected not only materially, but how it is connected in one's culture, one's identity, and one's life. Thus, it becomes the part of the ritual also. It becomes one of the important elements for identity, religion. So many beliefs revolved around this bamboo and the bamboo groves. And that these are one of the important instruments or means for primitive community to resolve the contradiction and the irony between one's material need as well as one's threat to surviving. So primitive community are very intelligent, so we have to concern about various kind of the indigenous knowledge, how they perceive about the bamboos, how they explain about its utilities, how they explain about its dangerous thing. So concerning treatment, concerning other mass plantation, we have to take account of this local knowledge. In Mizoram, when I look at other states and compare it with Mizoram is very difficult to control this famine brought by bamboo plantation. What is happening there? Science know better, botanists know better. Bamboo is not a tree, it is a grass. Grass means periodically it has to be flowered for next generations. After flowering, it will die. What happens is that the forest rats consume and like this bamboo flower and the bamboo seed very much. It really helps the multiplication of rats in double, triples. No, after consuming the bamboo fruits, the rat population increase so fast. Then after 1 year or within few months, the bamboo will die. And then the rats migrated to the paddy fields, forests. So they started attacking the standing crops of the poor farmers. After destroying the standing crops, then they attacked the granary of the farmer in the habitat area. Certainly in the history, so every 30 years, every 50 years, Mizo people have the experience of, very, severe famines, which caused death of many Mizos. Examples are 1957, 1861, 1861, 1881, 82, and 1956, 57, then many more. So this is one of the most, emotional, things about Mizo. They know the utility of the bamboo, but they equally know about the harm and the threat to life and the future. So one thing what we should know, the Mizoram, the Planning Commission also thought once upon a time. That time I was just giving my brief report to Planning Commission, and they said, then this species should be cut down. And the new variety of the bamboo species should replace this bamboo, species which is flowering frequently. But yeah, of course, every bamboo has to bloom. Every bamboo has to flower because it's a grass. But the period is different. Some variety, flower in 30 years. Some, variety, flower in 50 years. And some variety, flower even in 120 years. So all the bamboo has to be bloom. So that was not feasible. What happened is that these wine bamboo groves, if we use extensively before its flower, same local people know that when this flower, no, bamboo grove is to be flower, they know 2-3 years back. So if the bamboo is utilized effectively for different purpose before it flower, I think it will give lots of revenue, lots of benefit for the state as well as government. At the same time, it prevents from severe famine brought by bamboo flowering. This is not happening, but if we, and for other regions like Manipur and Nagaland, we need some bamboo plantations. But for that, we have to understand the local knowledge. We have to understand the local belief associated with bamboo, because bamboo flowering in Manipur is considered as a omen. It's a bad luck. So they have taken some ritual measure to, at least give confidence that nothing will happen after bamboo flowering. Say, for example, when the bamboo grove is flower, they just pluck the flower and put in the curry known as uti. Uti and consume and believe the as you flower and the fruits, let me also have the flower and the bloom. So then sometime, they just pluck the leaves every New Year. They pluck some leaf of the bamboo from their bamboo grove and put in the curry in the New Year when they cook. So they thought that if we do like this bamboo grove will not be flowered. So it may be in their long history and the experience that Northeastern people have shared some common knowledge and the experience about the danger of bamboo flowering. And without solving and without taking account of this particular belief, I think mass plantation of bamboo and the promotion of the bamboo crop, I think we have some challenge. So we have to understand this connection between this material or species with one's identity and the culture is much more important before taking any step in the plan for mass plantation of the bamboo in the region. That is what I just want to share, because most of the thing I just want to highlight as a fact had been presented by my previous speaker, panelists. So I'm just trying to problematize the context, problematize the area, so that what should be the solution and what should be other step to for mass plantation of bamboo in the region. So lots of research from anthropology, sociology, botanists, and architectures and scientists, we need to share this thing, because it is not only the material that we have to realize. We have to realize once connections with culture and materials, belief and material, without which I think plantations will not be much successful, because lots of challenge, they have different motive and they have different perception about the bamboo. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Khuraijam Vijay Kumar Singh. As I requested everyone, we'll keep question hour session at the end of the this hour. Yes, Bro. So next is one of the youngest resource person right now. Many speakers are talking about the bamboo, different design, product and all. Let's see what he is going to tell to all of us. He's an architect. From architectural point of view, let's see how Bonil will. Please keep your time within the 20 minutes. Please try to complete as much as possible. Okay? Again. Samir Jamai Shashil Labra, Civil Labra. Online labor. Oh. After this. Oh my God. Okay. So one more announcement is there. All the speakers who are going to present online, kindly be ready for your next turn, because time is very important. And as you know, time is money, time is everything. And we have one more session also. So once again, I'm repeating again and again to all the resource persons who are going to present online, kindly be ready with your materials and all. Could be your PPT or is a virtual, whatever may be. So Bonil, you will take time again. This is the, big hotels like this only, that we have to experience it. We have friends from Myanmar, we have friends from France, we have friends from everywhere. Let's see, is it new thing? Yarba. Yare. Yare is similar, no? Oh, Myanmar, yare. More in Kangla, me meteron. Okay, please. Online, CSIR online attend ba no na ma. Đâu ba? Sami jama siya siya. Sino to bang sila bro online? Kapo. Sige sino to bang sila bro online sa Samir hai se sila lay ba sila? Sige sino pa Samir jama siya sino to ba to pa yaw bro online? Oh, okay. Later next session put her zero bonil kisa attendance ta. Asa, if possible, can we contact Samir Jamashia right now? Kindly contact our technical session from our dark room. So next online is Samir Jamashia, is a bamboo technologist, working member, National Bamboo Development Document under Niti Aayog. And his topic, also very interesting one, that is bamboo logistics. So anyone from your technical side, is it possible to connect? Yarba. Oh, okay. Location Manipur. Mag yadi arabo male. Yarabo ke no? Bonil. Let's check na sin barbeli khar present to okay, let's just leave a technical background. So just highlight what you are going to say. That could be.
Hi everyone. Really sorry for taking up delaying your lunch by 5 minutes. Yeah, so I was initially to be presenting with the PowerPoint. I don't know whether it's happening or not, but okay, sorry.
Let him prepare.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So basically, I think it's working now.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Thank you so much. So hi everyone. I'm Bonil. This is just a word which I just coined, bamboonizing. I think it's the right time, the high time we start using this particular word. So we have been limiting our use of bamboo to smaller structures, not a very when we talk about mega structures, it refers to buildings which is of a larger scale. It could be any infrastructure. So my attempt would be derived towards more of a design point than a technical point. So I would be focusing more on the design aspect and how I've arrived. So this particular project is one of the projects which I've proposed back in 2014 So the data might be a bit outdated right now, but I'll just present enough. So yeah, as you know, like there's a basic location for I mean, everyone knows where Manipur is, but the reason why I'm showing you this is because it would serve as a very good place. It's at a very right geographic location to serve as a transit airport towards the Southeast Asian countries and India. So this could potentially become one of the largest hubs in India if we successfully like make a larger airport catering to a lot of passengers. So yeah, this one is just the population. I mean, I mean, the yellow one shows the airport site, the area covered by the Airport Authority of India, and the red one shows the settlement of the neighborhoods. So this is slightly concentrated right now because it's I'm presenting it after like 5 years. So this again the demarcation of the exact site of the airport area. So and this one shows the water retention areas, basically showing the slope of the land towards the south side and the north side. So all the water flowing from here would basically drain off at either ends. Yeah, so this is just for reference. We have done a basic windrows analysis. Like on the bottom right corner, you can see the how it's spread out, like what are the wind conditions that we get, and why that particular existing airport is like the best spot for any airport in Manipur right now. Yeah, so this is a basic site plan which we have proposed back then. It would be an airport. Right now it's located on the northern side, on the western side of the runway. So this would be located towards the eastern side, which is the newly acquired land area. And yeah, so it would serve about 1.8 million passengers per year just in the starting phase, and then it would go up to like 8 million per year. And this is the basic top view of the airport. And the front part, you can show it, it's a night view, so it would be from the bird's eye perspective. And you can see the parking in the front. And so, yeah, so from this is just a basic outlook of the airport so that you can have a better idea of what I'm going to speak next on the bamboo and its approach. Yeah, so the basic inspiration of this whole project was nothing but just a fishing net, which we see in many of the Asian countries. So it's a very simple structure of just two bamboos crossing each other and tying it up with a net at the bottom. So we just keep it there, and then when we pull it up, we basically use it like as the bottom net is basically a surface which is pretty flexible. And it also flexes along with the bamboo. So like both of them behaves cohesively, but then when we see from the structural point of view, it's pretty interesting to note that we can use it at a larger scale. So this is just a basic idea. Like on the above image, you can see like the two portions, and the bottom part is basically flexible in the net. So what we have done is we have just made the bottom rigid, and we have tied the top end of the arches so that we can keep it in such a way that it's rigid in structure. And when we see the load structure, you can, yeah, this is how it looks from the top, like from this thing. Yeah, just 1 second, sorry. Yeah, so so basically when we see the load structure of it, when a fisherman pulls up the fishing net, he kind of subjects the bamboo to an upward force. And then the net would be pulling towards the downward, so it's basically inverted. So what I've done in the airport design is that we have a roofing structure for any building. So the arch structure would be reinforced so that in a way that the top part, basically the roof, that would be more supported, and in a way we can incorporate the traditional approach to our just the basic idea of it. Yeah, so if we combine all of it and integrate into a grid-like column, like we have pillars and columns in houses. So instead of beams, we have used this bamboo arches, and we have combined it with GFRC, which is glass fiber reinforced concrete at the bottom, just to support the, just to compress it. And then this is how it looks like from the inside. So as you can see, these are just interwoven arches of the bamboo structures, and it would be supporting the ETFE roof, the fiber roof, which is at the top, and then so basically you can see the leaf-like structures. So that is comprised of steel and bamboo, because right now we don't have any proper data on the amount of tensile any bamboo can flex, quantitatively standardized. So yeah, this is just the front outlook of the whole bamboo, airport. This was actually derived from the main, Shanghai, and then the pattern of its head, and then at the bottom, so at the bottom you can see the section. So you can see the pillars, which is the columns which is coming up, and then the arches which is going there. So the vertical portion would be the GFRC structure, and then it is actually combined with that particular treated bamboo. So it would arch a span of 50 meters. 50 meters for reference would be about 155 feet in feet. So that is a pretty huge structures, and by calculation, we have been able to support EDFE and normal roofing along with HVAC, service lines, like air conditioning lines. Yeah, so this is one part of the structure again. So it is a steel arch combined with bamboo, ribs. So we have a particular diagonally arched steel structures. So we were initially planning to do it with bamboo, but then we cannot get any proper calculations to it. So that is the thing. So this is just an overview of that inside part. So the arch portion would be the made out of steel, and then the interwoven ribs would be made out of bamboo, and it would be a double grid dia, so that it can flex out the tensile portion of it. And so one interesting part of this is I'm just keeping it short. We have had the times wherein we wanted to cook up something at a fireplace, and we have, I think, attempted something to cook up with bamboo, and then we never succeed when the bamboo is actually wet. So for any fire related HVAC, fireproofing the building, just to provide more escape time for any person leaving the building in case of any fire inside the airport. So the bamboo would be filled up with water inside in case of any fire. So when the core is basically wet, it won't lead to any fire or anything, later on. So it provides more escape time for the people to just leave by. So I think that's about it for now. So I'm just kept it short. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So thank you very much for keeping time. I think we can have question hour session before that. I would like to request our technical person to kindly contact online resource persons who are going to present. Technical person from our hotel. Please try to contact all the resource persons. Otherwise, in the meantime, I would like to request all the speaker, all the resource person, please come up on the stage for the question hour session also. Please, sir, please come. Question answer if time. So now is the time for our question hour sessions, and as you know, time also a very big constraint. So anybody who would like to ask any questions regarding this matter, please raise your questions. Please come. And yes, please. Please sit down. Anyone? Because this is a good platform for all of us. We all are bamboo lovers. So resource persons are here with us, and you are research scholar, some are entrepreneur, some are bamboo lover. So I think we have very good presentator from different countries also. Yes, anyone? Yes. And in the meantime, kindly contact our technical session for online presentations. Otherwise, if you have any questions, then I think all the resource persons have presented in very nicely, so there is no question at all. Question se lai train log jara ke ko. Isa sing announcing mayama young man lai se asai because Sir Toibo has spoke very nicely. Then another Toibo also speak very nicely about traditional and all. And please confirm from technical room, is there any person to connect? Anyone? Otherwise, I on behalf of our organizing committee, on behalf of my all resource persons, would like to close these sessions. Before that, only one word. I am very thankful for all the resource persons who are presented very nicely and all elaborately about the bamboo product, about the bamboo design, about the treatment, particularly, sir, for you. That was very interesting one, because you have come across about the Philippines experience and all. That was very interesting, lot of questions over there. So once again, thanks all resource. I have already PPT, I will share it. I already share, I'm not scared. My PPT already shared the Opom and Uttom and Ratan also. Ratan? Can anyone from the control room please connect Sabin Samadhya's PPT? I think for our this. Yeah, we can see now. So organizing committee, kindly advise us what could be the next. So please start. Please start. Yes. Can you hear me, sir? Yeah, very much.
Excuse me. Those who are in the online in the Zoom meeting, they can share their PPT in the Zoom application. And Samir Jamasia, you can share your PPT, and you can ask your questions or you can share your points in the slide. Thank you.
Already joined.
So please start. Your time start now, please.
But PPT already share. We know how can we share? Your PPT is there.
Anyone from AMS? Atom Sunil? Joishan, please. So I think it may take time. We can postpone to next session. So thank you very much once again, and all the participants, all audience. And it's a time for the lunch. So we have a lunch break. Please join. Our lunch is ready now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Please stay here. Sir, please go. We'll stay. Yes, yes, screen se ka chingat piyo screen se photo session ngarang chu last ta tawdana yaw bo yaw do wi taw re they are standing. Yaringa di laiba mayam su isa sing nau sing nonmo yabu yo memory we hona bane maning the phami ba isa sing nau sing aside ayuk te ki senjari ba mayam sister sing please come and join with us because without you it's not possible to complete such a important 2-day seminar. You have worked day and night and you help us, you cooperate us.